How's it going, everyone? It's David here, and I am at Cedar Point tonight. I'm literally here for less than an hour so I can get on this Siren's Curse for the very first time. This is North America's first, tallest, fastest, longest tilt coaster, and I am super pumped to get on this ride. So let's waste no time and get on this thing. Okay, just got off of Siren's Curse for the very first time. Only waited about 45 minutes for it, which isn't too bad in my opinion. And they were doing assigned seating. I got to sit in row 2, just behind the front row. And I gotta say, just after one ride here at night, that was fantastic. In fact, it exceeded my expectations. That ride was just spectacular. New Age Vekoma, you hit it out of the park on this one. For starters, presentation of this ride, very strong. It looks like you're inside of a sea harbor. It looks like you are on an iron freight. There's creaking sound effects during the tilt. It's very well done. And on the ride itself, it has an original soundtrack that really gets you scared going up the lift hill and going over the tilt. And during the course, it has this big loud rock music going on. As for the ride experience itself, fantastic. Butter smooth, whippy transitions, great ejector airtime all throughout, really tight transitions. And for the tilt itself, definitely a little unnerving, but definitely a lot of fun. You get a lot of hang time looking straight down. I did only do this once. I am coming back here tomorrow, and I will definitely try to get on this at least one more time. I would love to get a back row ride on this, but Siren's Curse. Cedar Point, you got a winner. You got a winner. I didn't expect to love it as much as I did. Like, it's up there with like Millennium Force, Maverick, Steel Vengeance, Top Thrill 2 as a world-class roller coaster here on the peninsula. Well done, well done. So, see you tomorrow. Good morning, Cedar Point. I am back, hopefully to go on for round number 2 of Siren's Curse. First, gotta do a warm-up ride on the other gimmick coaster at Cedar Point, Valraven. This was a ride that a lot of people would run to first thing in the morning, but now that you got Siren's Curse, yeah, there is not too many people coming on to get on this thing first thing in the morning. Okay, just got off of Valraven, and that ride I think is just okay. It definitely has its moments. I think it has a great view, and the first drop is quite powerful. But as an overall ride, I think Siren's Curse is better. And in terms of the gimmick, I also think Siren's Curse is better. It's definitely more unnerving, and you're hanging out of your seat more on Siren. This one, you hardly notice it anymore. It definitely looks scarier than it actually is. So last night I was on a new roller coaster high, able to come back here today for my second time, this time in daylight, and this time in the back row. And I gotta say, if you're gonna do this once, I think the back seat is where it's at. The tilt track is so effective on it. It's a gimmick, but it is scary, and you are just hanging out of your seat the entire time. The vest restraint, which by the way, very comfortable, is the only thing supporting you in, and you just pray to God that it doesn't let loose. But when you are in the back row, you are tilted up higher than all the other rows, and you get a far more significant drop coming down. The rest of the ride, it is fast paced, it is whippy, butter smooth, airtime, hang time. The airtime hills, you are just getting yeeted out of your seat. The two barrel rolls are super fast paced, throws you off to the side. I think also what elevates this ride is presentation. I really like the Sea Harbor aesthetic that this ride is going for. It has a body of water around most of it, and I love the soundtrack. I think music and sound effects really can enhance any ride. You hear the siren call going up the lift hill. It feels very dark and ominous. And then as you are tilting, it's making a creaking sound effect. And then throughout the ride, it is this hard rock music that gets you really pumped up, gets your adrenaline going. All around package for sure. Siren's Curse, I expected to like this ride, but I did not expect to love this ride. This is just one of the most plain fun and all around best coasters here at Cedar Point, and maybe overall. I don't know, I did a ranking video of Cedar Point roller coasters a while ago. I may have to revisit that because after riding some of these coasters this weekend and adding in Siren's Curse and TT2, it's tough. Man, having Cedar Point as a somewhat local park, I mean, we are spoiled here for sure. We are so spoiled. But Siren's Curse, phenomenal ride. Get out here as soon as you can. Not too often that an amusement park has two new major roller coasters for one season. Technically, Top Thrill 2 did open in 2024, but only a very small population got to ride it. Now it's up and running here in 2025. And I think if I'm gonna compare the two between this and Siren's Curse, I may still give Siren's Curse the edge because I feel like it's more of a complete package. I like the aesthetic. I think the tilt track again works very well, has plenty of airtime. However, this is fundamentally a completely different ride. And if someone were to come up, hi there. And if someone were to come up and say, oh yeah, Top Thrill 2, it's better than Siren, it might be the best ride in the park, I'm not gonna argue with you because it is a spectacular ride. Just got off of it. This was my fourth ever ride on it and my first ever time in the back row. And I think if you're gonna do this once, go for the back because you still get that forwards launch, you get the rollback right here behind me, you get that insane backwards launch, and then when you are in the back up that vertical spike, you are higher than all the other rows, and you are just, it feels like you are up there forever, floating out of your seat. That is still a standout element, one of the best coaster elements I've ever been on. and then you hit 120 miles an hour, up and over, and when you are in the back, as you can see this, if you are in the back row right there, you get yeeted going down that top hat, being thrusted out of your seat, thrown to the side on the spiral drop, still an adrenaline rush. It definitely has a vibration, especially in the back row. It felt like you were on a cobblestone road the whole time. The original dragster was definitely smoother, but I still love this ride. And yeah, if you want to hear my first initial reaction on the first time I rode this ride, I have a video right up here where I did that earlier this season. It may not be the most popular coaster here, but I am a huge fan of Magnum XL 200. I think out of all the coasters in this park, this is the one that feels the most out of control, with raw air time, great setting going out towards Lake Erie and through the water park. Fantastic. And I think I still do prefer this over Siren's Curse. Millennium Force. This is definitely a fan favorite. Celebrating 25 years this year, and this ride is still pulling in the lines. However, unfortunately for its 25th anniversary, it's not running to its fullest potential. They're having all sorts of problems with the ride this year, and today they're only running one train. And I'll tell you what, that line was brutally slow. Millennium Force did live up to its name today. It is very hot, and man, we were going faster than I could ever remember going on that. The air time was much more powerful than I am used to. Very strong floater air time. And it could be because it's hot and I might be a little dehydrated, but on the first couple turns, I was definitely starting to gray out. Millennium Force is still an exceptional roller coaster, and I think I still have this above Siren's Curse. Maverick is another kick-butt roller coaster here at Cedar Point. Actually has some similarities to Siren's Curse. Both are not relatively the biggest rides, but they pack a punch. Very whippy, fast-paced, very tight transitions. Siren's Curse has more of a flow to it, while Maverick is definitely more aggressive and definitely more intense, but it is a bit more uncomfortable. I don't know which one I prefer, honestly. I do love the tilt track. That's a great gimmick. And the second launch on Maverick is one of the best in the world, in my opinion. So, I don't know. Really have to think about that. Both are excellent, though. Now, everyone has a personal preference, but just got off of Steel Vengeance, and even with Siren's Curse, Top Thrill 2, and all the other roller coasters here, this one is still my favorite. Two main reasons. One, the length. It's a very long ride. And two, I love good airtime, and this ride is just chock full of it. The entire ride, I was just smiling, laughing, whooping and hollering, and that's what you want on a great roller coaster. And that's gonna do it here from Siren's Curse and Cedar Point. If you've been up here already, let me know, what is your favorite roller coaster here at Cedar Point? Have you been on the all-new Siren's Curse, TT2, and others? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and subscribe for more amusement park and Cedar Point content. And with that being said, thank you all for riding, and I'll see you next time.